Hello friends, welcome to GVK Academy channel. As we are discussing APPSC AE AEE previous year's questions, today we will see simple stress part 4. Let's start the video. First question, in a particular material, if the modulus of rigidity is equal to the bulk modulus, then the Poisson ratio will be given is modulus of rigidity equal to bulk modulus. So we know that relation E is equal to 2G 1 plus nu and E is equal to 3K 1 minus 2 nu. So let equate both, then we will cancel because these two are equal. So these both are cancelled out, and if you solve this you will get it as nu is equal to 1 by 8. So option A is the correct answer. Next question, relation between E, K and C, C means G only, is given by. So option D is the correct answer. E is equal to 9kc by 3k plus C. So if question if ask means the relation between C, K, nu, then our answer will be this one. Nu is equal to 3k minus 2c by 6k plus 2c. So this relation also remember. So how this relation we got means this is, I have given here the derivation equating these two, then if you solve you will get this relation. So if you are interested you can see this derivation. Next question, the elongation of a conical bar due to its self weight is. So option A is the correct answer, gamma L square by 6e. This gamma is the unit weight of the bar. Let's see first self weight of deformation of rectangular bar. For rectangular bar we have WL by 2E is equal to gamma L square by 2E. If a question is asking about for the conical bar, elongation in the conical bar due to self weight. So self weight deformation of conical bar will be 1 by third of self weight deformation of the rectangular bar. See, the conical bar self weight deformation will be 1 by third of the self weight deformation of the rectangular bar. So if you multiply 3 into 2, 6, gamma L square by 6e. So option A is the correct answer. Next question, factor of safety is defined as the ratio of. So option C, ultimate stress by working stress. This definition is, this factor of safety definition is defined for brittle material, and for ductile material factor of safety is equal to lower yield stress by working stress. Next question, the ratio of total elongation of the uniform cross section produced under its own weight to the elongation produced by an external load equal to the weight of the bar is. Solution, so he asking the ratio of total elongation of the bar of uniform cross section produced under its own weight to the total elongation produced by the same bar, but the load is applied externally. The load is equal to the self weight of the bar. So this one is the first and this called as second. So first deformation by second deformation is equal to, due to self weight the bar deform will be WL by 2E to AE, and due to external load the bar will deform WL by AE. If you solve, 1 by 2 is the answer. So 1 by 2 is the answer. Next question, two bars A and B are of equal length, but B has an area of that of A and bar A has Young's modulus double that of B. When a load P is applied to the two bars, the ratio of deformation between A and B is. So what is given? The length, equal length, A and B are two bars of equal length, but area of bar B equal to half of the area of A bar. So A bar equal to 2 into area of B bar. Then Young's modulus of A bar equal to 2 times of B bar. And load is same in both the cases, so load acting will be the same. So asking that deformation, ratio of deformation between A and B. We know that due to external load the deformation will be PL by AE for A, PL by AE for B. So PL is same for both, and what is A is equal to 2 into AB, so kept it here, and EA what, 2 into EB, so keep here, and if you solve this you will get it as 1 by 4 is the answer. So option C is the correct answer. Next question. The elongation of beam of length L and cross sectional area A subjected to a load P is 8L. If the modulus of elasticity is half, the new elongation will be. So what is given? Initially the elongation of the beam is 8L. Initially elongation of the beam is 8L due to PL by P load, L length, A area A, Young's modulus E. Then afterwards E changes, but PAL remains same. So E changes to half of the original Young's modulus. Then find out the change in the elongation. So change in the elongation is equal to PL by AE dash. E dash, what is given? E dash changes to half of the original one. So if you keep half of the original, then we know that PL by AE is the 8L. So kept here 8L into 2. So option B is the correct answer. Next question. The force P for equilibrium of the bar shown in the figure is. So what he asking, the force P. So summation of f of x equal to 0. So if you in x direction, in positive x direction we take positive, and in the negative direction of x we will take negative. So 40 plus 30, so minus P minus 50 equal to 0. Then we will get it as P is equal to 20. So option D is the correct answer. So next question. The force required to punch a 10 mm dia hole in a mild steel plate 10 mm thick if the shear strength of mild steel is 360 megapascal is. So what is saying? The force required to punch a 10 mm diameter hole, and in a mild steel plate. This is the mild steel plate of 10 mm thickness given, and shear strength of this mild steel given as 360 megapascal. So asking that force required to punch 10 mm dia. So let's solve it. Shear strength given is 360 megapascal, and asking force. We know that surface area equal to pi dt. So pi into d means circumference we will get. So thickness will be 10 mm t. So circumference into thickness, that is surface area we will take. So pi into d into t, if you keep to this will be 100 pi mm square. Then force we will note that stress into area. So if you keep the data, then we will get in Newton. So answer given in kilonewton. So if you convert in kilonewton, so option B is the correct answer. So students will do wrong procedure like this. They wanted to find force, so directly they will keep stress into area. This is no problem, but they kept 360 correct, but in the area they will keep pi by 4 d square cross sectional area, but this is the wrong procedure. We should keep pi into d into l, surface area. So remember, so note point, remember that for if asking that compressive strength and crushing strength, then you will be uh, calculated as force by pi by 4 d square. For shear strength, if asking for shear strength, then you will use force by pi dl, pi into d into t. So remember this point. So there will be a chance that students will mistake here. So we should remember pi into d into t for shear strength asking. So we will use surface area, not cross sectional area. Next question. Cup and cone fracture usually indicates the material has. So cup and cone fracture we will see in the ductile material. So this is the cup and cone fracture. So here the note point is, they may ask what is Luder lines. So Luder lines are the 45-degree micro cracks develop in the neck zone due to shear stress in mild steel in tension. In the tension test, when we apply tension, we know that the mild steel weak in shear, therefore there will be a 45-degree micro cracks in the neck zone. So that is one that 45-degree micro cracks called as Luder lines. So another note point is, a ductile material are approximately equal strong in tension and compression, but weak in shear. Thank you. I hope you like this video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, like and share, and join the Telegram group where I will share this PDF. So thank you.